Hey, what's up, YouTube? Kind of give you guys an example of things that you need to have if you're gonna start P90X. You don't have to have all of this, but a lot of this you probably are gonna need, or something similar to it. First of all, chair. Any kind of chair will work. It doesn't really matter. I got this one because I can put it away, so that kind of for me works out. Because if you can tell, my workout is kind of in my living room. I got a little rack here, just kind of hold everything by my front door. Kind of some free weights, that kind of thing. The biggest thing in my living room is probably going to be this power tower. I ended up getting this at Sports Authority. They had it on sale for like 200 bucks, so it works really good. It's kind of bulky, but it's pretty phenomenal, and I don't feel like it's going to break. This bar right here actually belongs to the P90X bar that I purchased off their website. That was about $90, and I couldn't find a doorway, if you can see, where I can use it. So what I ended up doing is taking it apart, and I drilled some holes on my power tower, and I ended up kind of jimmy rigging it, you know, but it's bolted up, so it's really sturdy. So it'll actually allow me to get a lot of my pull-ups, including the ones where you gotta be close grip. What I also did is picked up some resistance bands, because sometimes you can't really do that many pull-ups, or you're kind of trying to max out, and if you want to get the most of your workout, you want some really good resistance bands. I got these. They kind of have a protective sleeve on them, so if they happen to bust, they won't slap me in the face or anything like that. I picked these up at Kmart, and they were about $9 each. I think they're that Bell brand. 3 resistances that they had. Black happens to be the strongest, blue is their lightest, and red is their medium. So I kind of hung them up here because I kind of use them. The only other thing is on the back, I ended up having to strap it down to the wall, because what I did is I ended up pulling this towards me, and the bottom, the base, is only sturdy when you're pushing down on it, not when you're pulling on it. So this entire tower fell on my head, so that kind of delayed my P90X. And also this thing, it comes up, and you can kind of use it for your knees to kind of help you out. A lot of times, like I said, you're maxing out on your pull-ups and your push-ups. You need a little extra boost. Well, that thing will kind of help you. It kind of eliminates the chair. So if you've already started, you're gonna know first day they tell you to use a chair to kind of assist you. Well, you kind of have that. That'll also work. Definitely gonna need a towel, not only to for your sweat, but a lot of times it's gonna ask you to kind of put it up here. This will be starting phase 2, and you can do it'll be kind of like a half pull up, half curl. So other thing I got is the free weights. Those are good when you're doing what they call the lawnmowers. You can kind of add more weight. That way you don't have to go buy these super expensive 75-pound dumbbells. I have some extras. I kind of had those before I started, and I have more over there. So I mean, there's kind of a lot, and these are pretty good, since considering you can change them up. I got a ton of dumbbells. I kind of got them all used from Craigslist or Play It Against Sports, that kind of thing. They're really cheap when you buy them used, otherwise they're pretty expensive. So I ended up kind of getting them all. 3-pounder, you almost think you don't need it, but on phase 2, you're gonna need them. I mean, there's so many exercises that on one of them you're gonna have to have your arms stretched all the way out. You're gonna need it. It's gonna kill you. Other than that, you're probably gonna need some push-up bars. These are really good just because it gives you more range of motion. It'll allow you to go deeper, and it'll get you a better workout. Now, this bar also has them, but you could only use them the standard width. You can't do the military or pretty much any other ones. The yoga blocks, I didn't really think I needed them until I started doing a lot of yoga, and they're pretty good. If you're not really flexible, you're only really going to use them when you're having trouble touching the ground, and it's making you do some crazy you're gonna end up doing some weird stuff. So these right here will kind of help just for you to touch the ground so that you can twist. Obviously a yoga mat, that'll help out a lot. Now the one thing you are gonna need, which almost more important than anything else, are some cross trainers. I went to Marshall's and I ended up picking these up. They're pretty ugly, but they do the job. And to be honest with you, they were 30 bucks, and I couldn't imagine putting my, you know, like my $140 pair or my $100 shocks to that kind of a beating, considering that, you know, you're only doing it an hour a day and you're destroying your shoes. So those work pretty good. They do the job, and I don't mind beating them up. Your nutrition guide, you're gonna need that. Obviously you should have that with your P90X when it all comes through. There's your phases, kind of your workout routines, and then the P90X itself. Now what I ended up doing was that I actually created a copy of all of my P90X, and the reason is because you use them so much that you end up scratching your CDs. And see, if you can tell right here, it's kind of a cardboard bottom. So when you're sliding them in and out all the time, you end up scratching the crap out of your CDs. And so when you pay 120 bucks, the last thing you want to do is, you know, scratch one of your discs and now you can't use it. So what I did is, if you have the software to do it, I made a copy of all of them, and it works good for me. That way I don't scratch my disc, because I don't want to pay another 120 to get that set up. Other than that, I mean, like I said, some of the things you won't need, like this power tower, you can get the Iron Gym ones that are like 20 bucks that you can hang on your doorway if you have one. If not, I have this one. It's kind of bulky, but like I said, it's really convenient for me because it's strong, and I'm not afraid that I'm gonna fall. So a lot of people need that security. I do, because I've fallen off my door frame and it sucked. So if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to email me, and I'm gonna have more videos coming up with like what to eat, a lot of ideas, you know, what to eat if you need to get started, that kind of thing. It's like, don't be afraid to email me or send me a message on this. I'm pretty new to YouTube, so I'll be working with it. All right, so thanks guys.